I also want to welcome every one of us who are here seated. Even though I may not know all of us by name, we are all welcome. And to take us further is the opening remark, which will be given to us here by the acting dean, Professor Oluwarisi.
Good afternoon. I would like to first and foremost recognize the presence of respected Professor and Dean of Faculty of Humanity, who came ahead of most of us. I think their generation understand that time is precious and that two is two. We were coming in after it was already seated. We want to say we are sorry, sir. You are welcome, my bro. You are welcome, sir. I would also like to recognize everyone in the house. You are all most distinguished people. Welcome to this first in the series of Faculty of Engineering seminar. My dean, Professor Femi Koya, is unavoidably absent. He is right now out of the country, and he has asked me to deputize for him. So we want to welcome everyone for honoring our invitation to come for this program. The essence of faculty seminar is to bring us up on some of the ongoing, some of the activities, research activities going on in the faculty, so that we can keep ourselves abreast of research in engineering. But before we can do that, we want to learn today the more or less the oil that waters research is funding. Without funding, research cannot go far. Without funding, research cannot go far. So we want to learn a little bit about grants. Those are the things that move research forward. To do this is an accomplished scholar, a friend, and somebody that has been in the business of attracting grants, writing proposals that are grant worthy, and he's here to do justice to that. And I don't want us to waste too much time, so that we can go straight to it. The speaker is the acting dean, acting aide the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, and he's an associate professor. In person of Dr. ElizadeU. Okay, please a round of applause.
Thank you, sir. Permit me to stand upon the assistant protocol, and I will tell us that grant writing, we can't take it in 30 minutes. So you will permit me just only to give us, it's like giving us an appetite, just to encourage us. How do we write it? How do we get it? We can't finish the lecture in 30 minutes. I do understand that we went for the training in Kenya, and it took us 1 week. So now we're asking me to compress the whole lecture for 1 week in 30 minutes. So permit me to do that. Let me tell us that under grants, there are two things that we need to discuss: grant seeker and the grant donor. The two of them must have a common goal. And the common goal is we have a problem and we want to solve the problem. There must be a common goal. The donor knows that this is the problem and is interested in solving the problem. the grant seeker also have interest in solving problems. Let me give us a typical example. In ElizadeU, we have problem with water. Problem with water. And if you mention water, oh, I want to solve your problem, everybody will develop interest in it. So it's a common problem. Then, the language, there is a common language. Normally it's English. We know we are Anglophone. Francophone, French is their common language. So any grant you want to write, it must be that common language, English. And by the way, it's not an academic research. Research has objective, it has aim, and it has goal. But you have to fund it yourself. Some, their main purpose of writing research is just for promotion and promotion only, not solving problem. Then, when we talk of that thing, it's involved in intervention in solving a critical problem. It can be a project also that has given us the example here. Then what is then the process for grant seeking? There must be earlier project design. This is what you want, I want to do. This is how I will do it. You must identify in English. That is somebody that is ready to fund that particular project. Let me give us an example of that one too. If you are looking for donor in terms of water, you can only go to UNESCO or you can go to DFID. If you go to WHO, they are only interested in health. So you should know that this donor, this is the area of their own interest. So we should identify that. Then if you are not sure, you can write letter of inquiry. I'm interested in applying to us for request for grant. Can you please give us information about your area of interest? Or if possible, you can check their website. Then you can now sit down, after knowing the information, you can now sit down to design your full project. You design your proposal, you develop it. Then you submit your proposal. If accepted, or negotiate with your donor, then donor may not decide to take decision. Under negotiation, you may not be able to meet up with donor's submission deadline. You may negotiate. At times they do give a waiver. But over the years, they give deadline for submission. So after doing that, after the submission, the donors will take decision. They satisfy their interest, then they may accept or reject. Normally, if a project is accepted, the next thing is you now go to an agreement. Is it 30-60% at the takeoff, and at first submission 20% or 30%? So they do that. Other project design, I tried to summarize it for us that research and identification of the problem. I told us that it's a thing that's more than a week. There must be an objective. Under objective is not only one, there will be 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 objectives that give aim, then you have aim that combines together to give us goal. Where we are going is to solve the problem. The problem that we have to solve, they have different objectives. As I give us an example for this, that the product production one, we may produce water via a treatment plant, but we need to distribute it. It may be another project or objective to distribute that water from the treatment plant to the gutters, to the student hostel. So we may have that. And it's also possible, after we have done that, that we have identified the project donor. Those are the things we need under identification and contact. The letter of inquiry. These are the basic information that you will need to gather. Permit me to move faster so that we can get to the project format properly. Under proposal development, these are the things we need to do. Every donor, they have their guidelines, and you must critically follow the guidelines. You must critically follow the guidelines. For disobeying the guidelines, they may technically disqualify you. So please take note of that. Then after we have finished, I would suggest that you give it to an outsider to read for you, to edit. And for us in engineering, equation matters a lot. Definition of all those equations. So we need to revise and edit before we submit. Then during the submission, we must make sure we meet the deadline. Then we must be patient. Be patient with the donor. They also have a setup. There must be a committee on that. There may be a council to decide what to do. After that, we have grant agreement or rejection. These are the things we need to do. Then, what is the quality? The fellow that is taking a grant, what are the things you need to know? At times, there may be the need to come forward interaction. The second line is very, very important, communication skill. Your proposal, you are trying to communicate to somebody. They will invite you to interact with them, so we need that. During your presentation, there will be one or two corrections. You can't be told no, so you have to listen. Then you have to take feedback. So these are the key things that are very, very important to the grant seeker. That I'm not, I can't say yes or there are still others that are not here. We must be computer literate anywhere at this age. Anybody that is not computer literate, apologies, sir. I think they will ask him or her to think twice. So after that, we already know the donor. How do we get donors? These are the possible means or methods that we can use to get the donors. Family friend can tell you, senior colleagues can tell you, have given us example. I'm in water, that if you are interested in getting a proposal done in water, contact this, contact that. If you are looking for research grants, you can contact ETF, you can fund. Yes, in that flow, there is a category for the funding. There is long-term research, there is short-term research. So, senior colleagues can help. So, let us try. Then we can also source on internet. Source for donors on internet. We can also get from newspaper. You can get from magazine. You can get from their reports. At the back of some reports you will see we are interested in. Then from conferences we can also get information about donors. And it's also possible to get donors from some journal publishers. After that, we need to keep the database of the donor. You as an individual, because somebody also be interested in that, so you'll be able to supply that information. Then there are some donors that are particular about the region. I know there are some donors that focus in Europe, funding social research or programs in European countries. So if you apply from Africa, already you know that they will not attend to you. So we should get information about that. Then the magnitude or the amount of funds that will be available. So we can do that. Then another thing, we should get their name, their website, and other things needed. So how do we now go? One way or the other explain this. We have activities at the bottom. What are the things you need to do? The activities will now need to be component of your research work. Component of research work will now come together to give you your objective. Then, collection of all the objectives will now give you the goal. Activities lead to components, then components also lead to the objective, then the objective leads to the goal, which at times people classify as a implementation and timeline. They are also important. For every proposal, you must tell them when you are starting and when you will end. Then what are the things you are likely going to do? So, also as project description, you must have action plan, project approach, and how will we accomplish all our objectives. These are implementation and timeline. This is also informative for us on that timeline. Another framework. This is a typical example of timeline. Let us assume that we have a project just for 1 year. We have January to December. We have abbreviated so that you'll be able to. We have 12 months there. These are the columns for the events or activities that you will do. But there are some technical ones there that you will ask me, what is a milestone? If we are traveling from Ilara to Akure, along the line, you will see a sign telling you that you are about 40 kilometers to Akure. The next one will see 30 kilometers to Akure. These are milestones. Actions or points telling you how close you are to your goals or objective. We refer to them as milestones. Events or activities, they are the actions that we do to achieve our objective. The first action here, let us assume that we are using just a month. We just highlight January. This is January, February, March, until we get to December. So the amount of months we are going to use, you can highlight it. It's possible to do 2 or 3 activities together simultaneously. So if we are doing that, let us assume 1, 2, 3. We highlight 1, 2, 3. Doing them together at the same time. So this is a typical example of timeline. Then what of indicator? Indicators are the outputs that shows whether we are in line with our objective. Your proposal is to prepare a drug that will be able to cure headache or 24 people at a time. If you produce the drug, that is an indicator. The indicator that this is Then, if you are able to cure 24 patients, which means that's another indicator. Indicator is an output. So we must know whether we are successful or failing if we have an indicator. What are the characteristics of an indicator? It must be specific, as I told us before. Must be specific, must be measurable number. There is not all the time that we have number. Then it must be achievable. Then it must be relevant to the objective. Then it must be time bound within so period. Okay, I have explained that. Too. The meaning of evaluation, how do we measure we are successful? How do we measure we achieve that? We can do that through sourcing for data from the community, if it is a project for community, and we can use secondary data likewise. How do we get that thing? We know how to get research data. Now permit me to rush to format of proposal because of our time. Budget is also important. You must make sure you know how much you need. And when budgeting, these are the key elements we need. Budgeting, we need to know the number of personnel you will use. There is a way to calculate that. You need to research assistant. There are some research that require security men. There are some that require equipment. You need to do that under equipment. There are some with supplies and consumables. All those things that we need, we have to budget them. And we budget it during the proposal. If you refuse to do that, you don't go back to the donor and ask, sorry, when I was doing the proposal, I forgot to put in communication. Can you please allow me? They will think twice before they do that. So please, we should take note. These are the key things, but I'm not saying they are all true. I want to lay emphasis on the last one. Let us assume you apply for a grant and it will be paid into ElizadeU account. By transferring the money from ElizadeU to your account, you know there will be just some amount of money. Am I correct? Yes. So when you are doing the budgeting, you have to put it there. They call it direct and indirect costs. For those states, we also implement tax because they don't want to know whether it's grant or not. They assume it's an income. So please, when we are doing the budgeting, we should take note of the last certain and any other thing that we don't know. Administrative. Electricity is also there. The other indirect. For example, if we ask you what is the contribution of your own university? For those of us from Federal. He said, please can you tell us contribution of your university? One, we are using the building, you can convert to the equivalent cost. Electricity will be supplied by your university. Security will be supplied by your electricity, by your university, sorry. There are some equipment also that you don't need to borrow. You just use them. They are input from your university. So please, we should take note of that. I thought we have up to 2-3 hours. So I tried to use how do we calculate them. I put it there for us to see. Then at times we should know other personnel. Insurance is also important. I'll give us a typical example. There was a time we have to go to Jigawa State. I know Jigawa State is very close to Northeast. And the donor asked, how are you going to go? By road? And I said I prefer by air. Because by road, you don't know Boko Haram can operate. So we decided to take from Abuja to Kano. Then Kano now, the nearby airport is Yola. They now ask, how are you going to do? From Yola to Jigawa, how are you going to do? We go by road, there will be some security net. So we have to pay for those security net, but they are not in uniform. So there are some things we need to do for insurance. Health also important. You have to build it because human beings, we are not machine. Even machine at times break down. So we have to look at this important thing to do. Then we need to know that research assistance that you want to use, how many months? You will prefer you paying him a salary, not daily payments. Because if you inform him that I will pay you per day, you will be sense of belonging will not be there. So we encourage them. So these are typical examples that we can do. So let me now go to the proposal format. All those things are just the background. How do we do it? For every proposal, there must be covering letter. It's the letter that will tell the donor, my name, this proposal is for this, it's like the summary of your intention, covering letter. There must be a title. Like our thesis, there must be a title. Then there must be an executive summary. Under the executive summary, your objective will be highlighted here. But mind you, when we are talking about your objective, there must be justification for it. Without justification, there is no way you can convince your donor. Oh, you want to produce malaria drug, is it new? We have Cameroon, we have every queen. You will not look for an excuse. Cameroon, if we use Cameroon, everybody will break down. I mean, they ask you to use Panadol. But the new drug will be a combination of Cameroon and Panadol. Oh, the same fine. And just once, use it once, for the next 3 months, you don't use it again. You know, that's justification. So, then there will be table of content, executive summary, introduction. Then you talk about problem statement. It's similar to justification. You want to use my money. What for? Let me give you another example. If your son or daughter go, Daddy, I want money. What will be the next question? What for? I mean, oh, I want to use it to buy a telephone. What of the one I gave you before? Is that not the next question? Oh, that one is bad. But the function of that one is not as much as this one. Will that one add value to you? So under problem statement, we should be able to justify what we want to use the money for. Justification, your objective. Don't worry, I will soon finish. Then you will talk about goals and objectives. Under the format, we have implementation plan. How are you going to do it? Timeline. Show us how you will do it. Your management plan. Then how are we going to monitor you that you are doing this work? How are we going to monitor it? Remember, we talk about indicator. So your indicator and milestone, they are important. Then your budget and justification. There's a note to do that. And if there's any other thing you want to add, then appendix if you have. There are some organizations that ask for specific things. I put it there, gender balance or gender analysis. Nowadays in engineering, the project I've involved myself in, they will calculate the number of people that are involved. Then they will now calculate the percentage of the female. If it is less than 20, they will just consider that you are not gender sensitive. So we should, some organizations do that. Then we should also remember there is what we call environmental impact assessment. What I want to do, we need to add value to the environment. You know, there is the issue of climate change now, and everybody is careful about climate change. We are trying to eradicate open defecation. If the project you want to do will not support the eradication of open defecation, they won't support you. Then there is what we call risk and assumption. I told us of Jigawa. There is a tendency that if I move to the east, they can kidnap me. Kidnap. Because we went there sometimes ago and they said, oh, can you give us our oil money? So when you are doing that, you must put in this risk and assumption. I've given us an assumption. Going to the east, I will put it there. There is a tendency that I can be kidnapped. That's a risk. In view of that, we may not be able to do this. And if we want to do it, we need. And also, let me tell us that anywhere we want to go, if it is not our locality, we need what we call the indigenous. Somewhere they call it Omunile. If you don't have the indigenous with you, it will be very, very difficult for you to get information. And make sure that you keep in contact with all your, we call them resource or contact person. If we have a project in Kebbi today, I have a contact person in Kebbi. Just call them. We are coming. Meet us at the so point. So they will be the one that will meet us from there straight to their community leader. We will tell him our objective, what we need to do, how many days we will do that, then how many people we need from the community, what are the benefits. So please, we should take note of risk and assumption. Then I've already talked about research methodology. Everywhere you get to, after interacting with the community, explain to them. Otherwise, if they are digging, they will tell you that we bury our big grandfather here, and we are digging, we are disturbing them. So please, there are some things we need. If you have worked on that proposal before and you have rejected it, I will advise you that you report. Because they have in their database. So don't pretend as if this is my first time of writing. I wrote a proposal with reference number, they will give you reference number. But it was rejected because there was no gender analysis. Then now I have done that. Kevin something is included. Elizabeth also is included. They are handling this. So please let us take note of that. Lastly, okay, I put the gender issue there for us. As I told us, there is no way we can finish that in 30 minutes. I just summarize, give you the basic information about grant proposal writing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for the lecture you are giving us. have any question for Dr. Eliza, okay, please. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. 4. We have 4. Okay, please. Please, sir. Can we have it, sir?
Thank you very much for your presentation. I just want to ask a question based on in-house, writing or seeking grants based on academic research. I have you say something about direct, indirect costs, trying to factor something for the university. There are some applications that when you are putting in, they actually state clearly that there's no room for direct or indirect costs. All you are expected to do is just to budget for maybe your material and resources for the project. So how do you go about this, such as when the institution is demanding for their share or something? How do you handle that aspect? Then another thing, I don't know whether it is that the university has a certain percentage that they are stipulated that they will want to charge on whatever grants anyone is applying for. Then another thing is, I don't know, sometimes some grant application requires that you submit an institutional support letter or statement. So I don't know how one can also go along with this. So apply for grant. Thank you.
Sorry, please let me answer that. Thank you. Let me start from the last one, the policy of ElizadeU. If you want to know the policy of wherever you are, you have to interact with the bursary section. They will tell you the percentage that they do the jobs. If, like OAU is 10%, OAU 10% is 10%. So if I'm writing any proposal, I add that 10% to it. Then there is no donor that will tell you that the one that your university institution is supposed to give you cash. No institution, federal institution that I know, will give you cash. Then the assurance, the reason for the assurance is that it has been based on the experience. Some people will ask for grant, and at the end of the day, the grant will come. Apology, they will change the number of cars. Then they will get new wife, sorry. Then at the end of the day, they will ask for the report. Then they will go somewhere and put story. Let me give you a critical example. There was a project we did in kind of immunization. And we selected some facilitators. We asked them to go to different local governments. We have our first local government. One of the candidates did not even go to anywhere. Then we asked them to get the GPS of that immunization center. So he put the GPS. So at the office, the collection center, the donor gave us this satellite subscribed information system. We will just start in the GPS. Then it will take us, we sit down, we just sit down in the office. It will just enlarge the place for us to see what is on ground. Continue to enlarge, continue to enlarge. Then if we want to know exactly what is inside, we will also be able to do that. Then we have the location for day one, and we discover that it's secondary school. Instead of primary care center. So we saw it. The following day when we gave, so if you are not going for the assignments today, then we now print that thing for him to see. This is what you gave us. And you know the people that you have to put your name loud among them. I feel ashamed of myself. Somebody from UK, there's somebody from Ghana. So they look at us. Okay, can you see? I said, just a mistake. He will correct himself. So the second day, we asked him to go. But by the time they are being there, we have to be done that day. Although he went back to lose, they will keep paying. So what am I trying to say is that they have names to monitor. And through that names, you'll be able to know whether these people do the right thing or the other. So because of that, they now ask every institution, even for that project, I asked for permission. It's not the signature of my vice chancellor of permission to travel. Because people put it there that they are in one university, by the time they get there, they discover that they can't locate that way. So that's why they don't ask for university approval or support. Or at times they will ask for what we call guarantee from the vice chancellor. Guarantee from vice chancellor. Then they will ask for your institutional email. If you observe now, if you are doing everything that the email is wrong or not correct, there will be something to reply that invalid email. Have I answered the question?
Thank you for the presentation, sir. I have two questions. The first one, you told us we have to give the details of the things we want to do, the methodology and everything. Now, how do you reach a compromise? You are sending out a proposal. You want to give as much detail as possible so that the donors will know you can do or you know about what you want to do. But you are also careful to give full detail, because one, you will never get the proposal, you will never get the grant, and if you give too much detail, it's like you are sending out your idea to somebody who will pick this thing and use later, because donors proposals go to international organizations. They are telling that they also write a proposal to local donors. And you know what happens in Nigeria? You write a proposal, you didn't get it. Later, somebody is carrying out everything you wrote in that proposal. So how do you reach a compromise on wanting to impress the donor by putting enough detail, and yet you don't want to shortchange yourself by giving too much detail for something you are not yet sure you'll get? That's the first question. And then the second question is a little related to what my friend asked. You are in the university, you are writing a proposal, grant, and you acquire some levels, acquire a lot of assets. The issue of the ownership of the property, is it the researcher or the university? If the researcher for one reason or the other have to leave, what happens to those assets? Then, in terms of intellectual property, are there patents that come from such research? What are the modality? Who owns what? Is it the researcher that owns the patent or is place of the work?
Thank you, sir. The first question is about your detail. The second question is equipment. The third one is on patent. Am I correct?
Yes.
You should not be afraid of giving your detail. If it is not donor in Nigeria, if it is donor in Nigeria, that's when you should be afraid. If it is donor in Nigeria, that's why you should be afraid of giving your detail. I'm talking to you based on my experience too. There was a time we submitted a proposal. Sorry, I'm into wastewater treatment, water and wastewater. And Lasepa in Lagos, there is this industry name that they produce toothpaste. And we submitted a proposal that we do that. And not the line. They now discovered that the same proposal that we submitted, somebody else, they just remove our name. So that's why I said proposal in Nigeria, you don't need to submit it. But elsewhere, I can guarantee you, even if rejected, they will tell you the reason why the proposal was rejected. Last year, I want to go to Gambia. There is this World Health Organization inviting health officers. I tried to stop myself under that when it becomes the issue of waterborne diseases. And since I'm involved in water treatment, so I slot in my proposal with all the detail and the roadmap. With reference to your publications and experience, you are adequate for the program, but we are looking for health science experts. So if I want it next, I hope that I just go to nursing and probably combine one together, so I'll be able to get it. Then we now put it there that next one that we also you consider apply, we will consider it. So that is that. That one I can give you guarantee. Then the issue of equipment. Your equipment as a researcher belongs to you. If you move, if it has better, you move, your research grant move with you. If I use my research grant, except I can't carry a high building, every time you move, your research grant equipment also move with you, unless you decide that you want to donate it to the university. Is it clear, sir?
I think there are exceptions depending on the institution, the agreement.
Okay.
The agreement with the institution.
So which means it depends on the agreement you sign with the institution too. Generally, it's yours. So it depends on the agreement. Because at times university will tell you that, mind you, when you are doing your research, you are paying your salary.
Yeah.
I mean, so institution policy is also important. Thank you. Then the last one is the patent. When we talk of patent, if the donor fund the whole project, the patent belongs to them. But if not, there will be an agreement. How do we share it? There was a time we tried to look at this rechargeable lantern that we use. If you open it, you will see the fellow that patented it is inside with the code. But you know we can also do it here. I tried to develop carbon resin electrodes. Finally, I tried to develop carbon resin electrodes. And I published in Canadian Journal of Chemical Engineers. Then somebody called the firm called. Because I didn't put the detail of that resin. You know resin in chemistry and biochemistry. It's a broad family. They now call that they want to know the name, actual name. And I said, if you want to know, you have to patent your research. The following day they called and they said, what of if we ask you to come? So which means if I move from Nigeria to their place, the research now will be for the nation, not for. And I said, I prefer staying here if you agree to patent the research. So what am I trying to tell us is that if there is no donor, it belongs to you. But if there is a donor, but not total, you have to sign an agreement. But if it is total, no, they are the owner. Like the project we did in Jigawa, Kano, they put it there. You may use the following data that you are collecting from this research, but with permission. If I check my hard disk and it's available, you can see it. But with permission. So anytime I want to use any of them, I have to write so figure, I want to use it for my research publication. Can I go ahead, say yes or no? Thank you. Have I answered your question?
Good afternoon, Sir Speaker and fellow audience. Please, can you show the screen under special format? The screen, let me show the special format.
Special format or computer format?
Yes, yes, what I said. Some sponsors. Sorry. Some sponsors would like to see something on milestones as we progress with the project. If there are milestones, it's on a timeline.
Monitoring evaluation plan is also the milestone
Oh, it's intended in it.
Yes.
But I think in some cases we really need to show this as an item of its own. Because together with this, we have to show offsets. That is, in case we are not able to make this particular milestone, what are the goals of offsets?
Thank you, sir.
I just wanted to ask how we were affected to it.
As far as that, there is no culture. Let us start with it.
Sorry, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Sorry, sir. I want to ask a question, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I have a grant, for instance,
Yes.
and the money given to me is below budget, how do I manage that?
That's why I said, there's something I said to negotiate. If the grant given to you cannot finish the whole project, you cannot break that project down into 2 or 3. Remember I said ETF has long-term projects and long-term research and short-term research. So if you have problem with that, which means you look at which objective can this money solve. Then you will package your proposal. Then you will submit it. You will negotiate with the donor. That with the fund maybe available now, I discovered I will not be able to complete the whole project. I prefer taking objective 1 and 2 alone so that I will be able to achieve that thing. So it's a negotiation between you and the donor, or you break it down into components.
Please, can we give Dr. another round of applause, please? When I saw the program and I saw 30 minutes, I was like, are you kidding me? We had a training in effect on transparency. I mean, it's more or less like from lecturer 1. There is a transparency training, and it's a week. We call it form. You have to do a lot of activities. You are group. It's from morning to evening for a week. So to do a week of 3 days. No, in effect.
It's 5 days.
5 days, yes. And you are not allowed to go through it twice. So once you leave lecturer 1, you are not allowed to. It's something that was being done regularly. So to do justice to this in 30 minutes is, and what he has presented is really a good summary of what we can achieve if we grant getting grants is not easy. You will be frustrated. Am I right, sir? You will be frustrated. You will want to give up. You will say it's enough. After killing yourself, asking yourself to get a paper ready, only to get a letter. Just one single line. Sorry. And they will give you reasons for not. They will tell you the number they got. The number for they got this number of applicants for this. And after evaluation and this and that, sorry, we will not fund your research. We will invite you to apply some other time. Sometimes we'll be lucky. When you get a grant, you are happy to. But when I got a grant, they asked that the university asked for 10%, and I have to, just like you said, negotiate with them that the university is asking for administrative costs. They said they are aware that you should have it. You know, you are confident that you are being open to the grant funder, and they also respond to you. So we want to move this a little bit further. Before we give the growth of them, the faculty is thinking that this university can benefit maximally if we have a team or a committee that is more or less like a standing committee that source for information and posts on a regular basis through the university library system for information that people can post information through the library about grants, the different grants that are available, the deadlines for them so that people can get such information. We want to form a committee, and the faculty has the coordinator of this series of seminar. He is going to be part of that committee. That's Dr. ElizadeU is the one that is the consultant. He's going to be a consultant with that committee. But we want the librarian, somebody on the representative of the librarian to be in that committee. And we want a nomination for somebody from the Faculty of Engineering that is interested in serving on that committee. Can we have nomination from Faculty of Engineering, somebody that wants to serve in the committee? You will, yes sir.
I think I will suggest that we allow all the faculty present here go back, get a representative, and probably in the action the librarian.
Okay.
We'll be able to get that problem solved.
Okay. So we can invite faculty to send representative to the committee, and the chair will be Dr. OK. Member is the librarian. That's the one is settled. Anything that has to do with grants or research, we can't rule out the library. The faculty are doing some of the things that the team working on this are proposed. We want to do a 2 to 3 days. I think 3 days will be. We want to do a 3 days training on proposal writing. I have a figure here that is going to be 5,000 naira. I think it is possible, just thinking now, that if we can get the management to buy into this, we might be able to subsidize this. I don't believe it should be zero. People must be committed. If you don't pay for something, sometimes they don't value it. So if people are interested in this, we might be able to get the management to support the training. And we do a 3 days training on grant proposal writing for members of the university community. So that's the idea. The training date has not been decided, but there is a plan in place to do that before the end of this semester. So if you are interested, I think the form will be out so that we can start harvesting interest from the members of the community. So on behalf of the Dean, Faculty of Engineering, I want to appreciate our speaker for today, Dr. ElizadeU. Please another round of applause for his giving a very liberating presentation. We have tons of information information that we can go on with. You can start scouting, start looking for grants. What is it about writing grants submitting proposals in Nigeria? F1, about 2 proposals there, and you wonder what is happening. You don't even get the feedback. You don't even get the feedback. The only thing you just know that, and normally with F1, the idea is you can't have a principal investigator. If you're a principal investigator for research, you can't be involved for another research for the next 2 years. But you see the principal investigator in 3 different research, the same person. So where some people are not getting at all, there are some people that are getting more than one. That is step 1. You will survive in this country. That is the result. But if you go international, I applied for a grant with Google, and I didn't even believe I was going to get it. But when the response came, it's a small amount of money. Let's leave that. But it's possible internationally. People will give you due accord to what you presented on the field value, on the standard of what you have presented. So it's possible to get things internationally. Locally, just like I said, it's a bit of a problem. So we want to thank the presenter. I want to appreciate the Dean Faculty of Humanities for sitting down through this. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Every member of the Faculty of Engineering and other faculty here present, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be here. Our students, we appreciate you. Thank you for coming, and God bless you. In another month, we will have another seminar, and you will have the invitation stand. You're welcome. Thank you very much.